Hello, we're Sports and Touring. My name is Tim, and it is my great pleasure to introduce you to another beautiful Jaguar F-Type. This time it's a V6 convertible 2015 car on very low miles in beautiful salsa red with 20-inch gloss black cyclone wheels. From whichever angle you look at it, the Jaguar F-Type is a really stunning car. That's my opinion. That's why we specialise in them and why we stock so many of them here. And it's a car which is equally stunning in its convertible or roadster form as in the coupe that you can see in the background there. Then add to that wonderful design the correct colour palette. And here we have a car in this deep, luscious salsa red on gloss black alloy wheels with these little chrome accents, the headrests, the side vents, the Jaguar logo there on the deployable rear spoiler. And you've got a car that presents itself immaculately. It's a very classy looking thing indeed. This example is a 3-owner car, not that we set great store by the number of owners a car has had. We view condition and history as much more important on that topic. This is a 2015 car which has enjoyed 5 main dealer and 2 independent services. It's bang up to date with its servicing and it's in excellent order. We have inspected it, of course, as we do with all vehicles that arrive with us, and it is absolutely as it should be and drives perfectly. It's the supercharged V6, so wonderful performance and pretty decent economy as well, and a luxurious and comfortable car to boot. Let's take a look inside. The car's supplied, of course, with the owner's handbook pack and 2 remote key fobs. And unlocking, we can see the power fold mirrors deploy into position and these beautiful disappearing door handles, one of the many little features around an F-Type which make ownership such a special experience. The cockpit in this example is again in fabulous condition. The door cards, the carpets and mats, all of the interior fittings and these beautiful full leather seats are in great order. Sitting down into the F-Type, always a very special experience. There's that beautiful instrument binnacle with the big speedometer and rev counter, multifunction steering wheel, this fabulous center console with the infotainment system, climate controls, this wonderful shift stick straight out of a fighter aircraft, I dare say. We have the driving mode selector, which selects dynamic, ice, rain and snow, or normal driving modes. We've got the deployable spoiler on the boot, electronic parking brake, and of course the switch for the convertible roof. Handy twin cup holder. We've got the usual F-Type stowage there with the SD card for the nav system, a USB socket and a 12-volt supply as well. And being a roadster, we have the secure compartment here between the seats where you can keep your valuables safe if you park the car with the roof down. Also, the handy glove box, of course, over here in front of the passenger. The infotainment system has multiple audio sources. We've got Bluetooth, DAB, FM, AM radio, and that plug-in auxiliary. We've got the climate control system, parking sensors, front and rear, and a reversing camera as well, which I'll show you in a moment. We've got Bluetooth telephony, of course, and satellite navigation. Starting the F-Type up is always a special experience. We'll see the little flying display from the instruments. And the engine over revs momentarily to protect the catalytic converter. If we put the climate control system on, we'll see that beautiful center vent deploy into position, and we can see that this car has the electrically heated front windscreen, very handy indeed in icy conditions in the winter. We've got automatic lights, multifunction control on the left for the instrument display, along with Bluetooth telephone button on the steering wheel, cruise control and speed limiter over there on the right, and of course the rain sensitive wipers. A beautifully laid out cockpit very fully functioned and just such a pleasure to sit in and drive in. For safety, this car has two-stage unlocking, so we unlock once to release the driver's door and a second time to release the passenger door. And then looking in here, we can see once again the exceptional condition of this interior. I would dare say this passenger seat has very seldom seen an occupant. The seat is almost exactly as it left the factory, with only just the very slightest sign it's ever been sat in. The carpet beautiful, all of the cockpit on this side absolutely as it should be. Roadster roofs have been problematic in the past. In the history of motoring, they are probably not the designer's finest hour. But with the Jaguar F-Type, the designers have done a fabulous job. They've produced a roof which is relatively simple, reliable, it is automatic, it doesn't have manual latches. It looks great when it's up in position closed, and it looks equally fabulous when it's stowed away. And it's pretty swift to operate, which I think is really important. We'll stow the roof away now. Pressing the button down, the windows move out of the way. The roof folds out into its stowage. The little covers deploy back over the roof, and there we are, the whole thing done in a matter of seconds, leaving a very clean line, leaving good aerodynamics and really good aesthetics. Closing the roof, simply the reverse of the process. Those little covers move out of the way, the roof folds out of its stowage area and into position. The electric latches in the roof there pull it tight and make it fully secure, and to round the process off, we close the windows. Again, all done very swiftly and smoothly. Under the bonnet, Jaguar's supercharged V6, producing 335 brake horsepower and taking this F-Type from 0 to 60 in 5.1 thrilling seconds, and if you keep your foot planted on the floor, onto a top speed of 161 miles an hour. It's a very fast car then, but it's not just a fast car, it's a car which really engages the driver in the experience. The handling, the car's poise, the way it feels dynamic every time that you maneuver it is just tremendously rewarding. Everything here under the bonnet, as you'd expect, in stunningly good order. A car with excellent service history and a truly marvellous example of this modern classic sports car. Some F-Types have a fixed rear spoiler, but like the majority, this Roadster has a deployable one which comes up at 70 miles an hour and stows at around 54 miles an hour as you slow down. You can also select it up anytime on a push button in the cockpit, either while you're driving or when you're going to clean the car. Very important to clean it with the spoiler up to make sure you don't accumulate dirt in that little nook and cranny underneath the spoiler. The boot of the F-Type Roadster is not enormous, and you may say I'm putting that mildly. It is quite a compact space, but it does work. If you select your luggage carefully, and indeed you can buy bespoke luggage sets for the F-Type Roadster that work very well and will enable you to go away for 2 or 3 weeks without skimping too much on the packing, you can get plenty of stuff in there, but you do need to pack it carefully. Hard suitcases are not the order of the day with one of these cars. The boot benefits, by the way, from extending out there behind the rear wheel arches, so if you're into sports such as fishing or golf, you can get some longer items in there without too much trouble. So thank you very much indeed for watching. As usual, it's been a great pleasure to show you another beautiful Jaguar. We're Sports and Touring. We're just outside Andover in Hampshire. We're open 7 days a week by appointment. Do please telephone or email or WhatsApp us if you'd like to make an appointment to come and see this car or to view it online with a video call. We can send you a link to the Google Drive where we've got high resolution photos and copies of the car's important documents for you to see as well. If you've got a car to dispose of, we'll give you frank and honest advice about part exchange or selling privately, or the best way, in fact, to achieve the maximum value with the minimum inconvenience. And if you need to chat about finance, we can do that as well. We're authorised and regulated by the FCA. I do look forward to hearing from you. Thank you once again for watching.